one of them. Wow, that's quite a story, isn't it?
Beautifully written.
Beautifully written. And you know, this just further blows my mind that you can't get a publisher. I've been talking, there's so many people cannot get published with such beautiful work. By the way, I was just alerted to this by Paul Levine, the divine Paul Levine, who read for us in September. Amazon has started their own publishing company now. So, and they've done it in a few different genres. So that's another place to think about going, ladies, with your work. Because I don't know what their criteria is at this point. I was just alerted to it the other day, but I just started doing a little bit of looking quickly, and so maybe that's going to be a viable option for people who are definitely saleable like that. Who doesn't want to read that story? That's an unbelievable story. You know, it's this thing about, and not in your case because you are literary, but somebody like me, I'm not literary. And you know, publishers don't get people like me. Well, there is one little small one who does, thank God, but I mean, it's just such a shame because the stuff I want to read is the stuff, yeah. Don't give me, I don't want to read language, I want to read story. That's just me though.
Hey, Vicki,
anyway, yeah.
Can you create a Facebook group for women who write so we can share resources with each other? Because there's so many times when I leave here and I'm like, oh, I wish I had talked to that woman about this thing, and then we all scatter like the wind.
You know what my fear, I will do it. My fear about doing it is I started a second page, and you know, starting a page is such an arduous task because you know, you got to load it with stuff to make it have any value at all. You know, so you have to load up the pictures, you've got to load up the videos, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And then you get like 20 people following, you know, who join, and then it's like, oh, what did I do this for? So I've been told for a long time it would be a good thing to do.
But it's more for us to be able to talk to each other, not to promote like women who write necessarily.
I think a group is different than a fan page.
Yeah, it's a
You know, I have to say though, when somebody signs me on it, I'm not going to sign anybody up to it. You sign yourself on, right? Because groups, nothing pisses me off more than groups, right? Okay.
People can join if they want.
Yeah, that's a great idea to have a group.
It will form organically without any.
Well, you know what? I have a suggestion. How about if one of you makes the group, and then I don't have to do it? Because I already have 2 pages to administer, so I would be thrilled.
I can figure out how to do it if you tell me what to call it. Like
Women Who Write. Well, it has to be Vicki Abelson's Women Who Write legally.
But group.
Yeah, group.
Okay.
Yeah, great. All right. Vicki Abelson's Women Who Write group, and then it could have a subheading like where we can all come and whatever, however we want to say it.
And then how can I invite people to the group to see if they want to join?
Anybody who's in it can invite.
We can do.
I have lists. I am the keeper of the list, and I will keep that because I do that for all of you as a gift.
So then you can email people, and we don't have each other's email addresses.
Right. I'll put it on one of the recaps. Okay.
Perfect.
Go here and excellent. See, this is what we can do.
Yeah.
This is what we have the power
And you
to
make
do.
the group secret so that only the people
Right. No, not secret. We don't want to make it secret. All right, wait. Let me just say something. Women Who Write is open. There are people here today that contacted me from LA Weekly in the last 24 hours. Women Who Write is open to everybody except people with penises who are not invited to perform for us. Everyone else is welcome at Women Who Write.
But they're not allowed to come because you're full every time, right?
No, there's always cancellations, and I always get them in. I mean, there was a time, the only time when I really, there have been a couple of times when I've had to say no, but literally every single month, that morning, I get 20 to 30 cancellations. So I can always get people. I've learned how to play the game. I used to say to people, we're booked. I don't do that anymore because I know it's going to happen, especially summertime. You know, this is like, people are like, why are you taking July and August off? Because look, we're half the size of we normally are, and it's only June. You know, this is what happens. But anyway, we have to be, we are an open group. We absolutely. And I even feel like, I don't even have a problem with men going on there. And if they want to, men writers want to be a part of the group, I really don't want to close the door to anybody. I mean, our discussion here, this is sacrosanct.
Right.
This is sacrosanct. But we can talk about whether we want that group to be. Maybe we should have this video be unto itself.
Because
so.
I feel like
you can let it roll for this discussion, but I'm just saying before I get to the.
I just feel like there are people with needs and people with solutions, and we just don't even know it in this room.
Absolutely, and we don't have enough time to network when we're eating in between the things, and then we leave, and it's great. And this is exactly what I was talking about at the top. there are too many brilliant minds in this room, creative, brilliant minds, to not be pooling resources and finding ways for us to all monetize ourselves, grow ourselves. This is what we're here for. This is what we've come together for. We're going to change. I was talking to Louise about this earlier, and this sounds grandiose and crazy, but I really think that we are onto something, and I think we are going to change the course of how women deal with each other. You know, there is not a competitive bone in this body, this ever. There is nothing but support and love and encouragement and creativity and beauty in this room. And it's that way every single month, and it's extraordinary. And we women get a really bad rap. And we've been raised to be all those other things, but it doesn't exist here, and it doesn't have to exist. And so many people who've come to this room over the last 3 years have started writing, have started groups, have started friendships, have started doing things they never did before. And it's the combined energy of us that makes that possible. And it's a beautiful thing, and it should be happening everywhere.
And that's all you need for your group blurb right there. That's it.
Okay, so now we have it recorded, so we can just take it down. There you go.